Today we're here with Major Viliana Jean-Francois. She's a Marine Corps officer, and her brother Ricky Jean-Francois, who is a veteran NFL player. And we're here to talk a little bit about suicide prevention in families.
For me, mental health is important because I think that for years now it's had a stigma, especially in the Marine Corps. If someone wasn't, if someone went to go see the wizard, and that's the thing, it's like, hey, it's taboo to think about your mental health, think about the fact that there might be some imbalances when it comes to, what's going on up in your psyche. And I think that it is important in that we should actually treat mental health just as we do with any other aspect of our health. And I think that's all tied to it, because I think that if we're good here, everything else kind of goes with it, and I think so for us to continue to be the warriors that are needed to face whatever enemy out there, we have to care about here, and we have to make sure that this is as strong as any other part of our body, so to me, mental health is what makes us tough.
I think guys in the NFL really don't talk about it because they're afraid, because we have something called CTE, and that's like one of the biggest things that goes on in the NFL right now. You got guys that's in their 40s, there's their 50s, and can't even remember the last word they just said. They can't even remember where they live at. They can't even remember what's their child name, and it's scary. We go through that each and every other day, and right now in the NFL, we're trying to figure out a way how we can prevent that. Even though it's a gladiator game, and it's kind of hard to do that, but we have psychologists, we have certain people that people can go to, we have certain tests, we have certain things, but I think we just don't master it so much, because you see so many great players take their lives or just do something off the wall because they don't know who they are, they don't know what happened to them, and they're trying to figure it out. And when we're at the age when we first started playing football, playing professional football, age 22, 23, we're not caring about mental health. We're just caring about the fame, the fortune, the money, and that's it until we get up in our 40s and it'd be like, wait, where did I put my phone, or where's my keys, or what's the last time I did this? And people just don't understand, like, mental health is the most important thing.
So as a mom, Viliana, and a major field grade officer, what are some ways that when you are maybe almost overwhelmed or feeling like you're needing some additional support? What are some triggers that you notice in yourself?
My response back to things. So if I notice that I'm snapping at people at work, more than likely I'm not ready for my daughter. Because the fact, for the most part, I'm a pretty even keel kind of person. Positive, always seeing the glass half full, so when I get to the point where I'm snapping at people, then I know mentally that, hey, maybe not getting Eliana right after this is probably what we're going to do. And thankfully, I've met some really good people that have been willing to, hey, if you need me to step in, just let me know. And even if it's a couple of hours or whatever, just kind of recognizing it and addressing it by giving myself a break so that I can be there for her.
What about you, Ricky? What are some ways that you notice that you're, reaching your threshold and needing maybe some additional support, and what are some ways that you support yourself when you need that?
It's like what she said. Sometimes you got to get away from everybody, and sometimes you've been in a position I'm in to be an NFL player. People think we want people around us majority of the time, but sometimes you just want to be by yourself, and before you lose yourself. And it's just like she said at one time, and I talked to one of my friends the other day, I said, I don't ever want to bring the energy from outside inside my house. I don't want to, because the energy is the biggest thing. I want to be on the same frequency as every person in the house, my wife, my son, and everybody. If he's happy, I'm happy. If he sees me mad or something, I know he's going to start doing that. If he start doing that, it's going to affect my wife. Then that goes all around the household. So.
Be there for yourself.
Be there for each other.
Be there, Marine.